Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, too. I need you to talk me off the ledge because I don't feel good about anything right now. And I got to tell you, anything less than putting out the same starting five in the beginning of the season that we put out in the playoffs, I think is an absolute failure. It is a failure of the process, because I don't think that. I mean, we obviously didn't win the championship last year. The quadruple doink, whatever. The problem is we had so many assets. Leading up to the Markelle Fultz debacle, we had so many assets, and now we don't have anything in our stockpile whatsoever, and we don't have Jimmy Butler, and we don't have Tobias Harris, and we don't have, and if we don't get at least those two guys, we don't have anything to show for any of the stuff that Sam Hinkie put in place.
Yeah, now, for me, I was okay with what Elton Brand did, and I was okay with what Brian Colangelo did with those assets to get Markelle Fultz, because who knew that those things would happen with Markelle Fultz and he would flat out forget how to play basketball. So I was okay with it, and I know Sam Hinkie did set the cupboard up pretty well to do all those things, as you said, with the assets. But not a lot of people, I mean, listen, some people pointed out with the assets we know Markelle Fultz and the Tobias Harris move, but that's about it. I mean, now, yes, with the Matisse Thybulle deal and giving up the 33 pick and moving up to 4 spots to pick him, pointing out the assets, I get the assets and they are very valuable. I know it. But for me, it's all about, as you just said, bringing those guys back. And if they are able to convince them, Case, to bring those guys back and put them out on the floor, to me, those assets just don't mean anything now. If they do not, then you're right. Then the questions will come back up. Now we have nothing to show for all of that. But what is Elton Brand as a general manager? Can he make something out of nothing to put this team back out there and make them that contending team that they were before that quadruple doink, as you pointed out, against the Raptors?
Yeah, and I guess maybe I have a little bit of a shell shock from living in this area for so long. But when I keep hearing these rumors about these players ending up, oh man, I mean, if Tobias ended up back on the Clippers,
right,
that would just absolutely kill me. But I'm born and bred in this area, and I love this city. But for some reason, I feel like we're unlovable, to any professional athlete out there.
I love you, Philly.
So you're along the lines
coming
of a lot
home
of people
soon,
where we're
Philly.
not a destination place.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to go and play for their hometown city, or who wouldn't want
This
to go
is
and
Philly
play
Sports
out in
Talk
LA
Radio,
where it's
talking
always
Sixers.
sunny and it's always warm. Like, there are some other, obviously some places that, climate-wise, is better than Philadelphia, but I wouldn't want to live there. In fact, I don't, because I live here. This is where I was born and raised. But I don't know, man. Like, you got to talk me off the ledge here, because I keep hearing these rumors, and I get more and more scared that we're going to end up with squat.
Yeah. Now, C-Case, I'll talk you off by saying this. I think Jimmy Butler's coming back. Now, some of the things that I just read from some of the national people where they have spoken to others, where it looks like Tobias Harris and the Sixers right now, they are offering him less than the max. What does that mean for him? Less than the max could mean 5 for 160, right? So it could mean less than the 190, but more than the 140 that he could get from another team, plus one less year as well. So we don't even know what that means. And yet again, Case, we're not hearing anything from the Harris camp, the Butler camp, the Sixers camp saying otherwise. And we still do. Everybody ignores when they say the Sixers right now appear to be ready to offer both of their two big free agents the maximum contracts. One thing start on Sunday. Nobody talks about that, because that is also out there. Case, listen, I think they're going to get, if not both of them back, one of them back, and do some good things out there to make sure this roster is ready to go in October, and again contend as one of the best in the Eastern Conference, and this is one of the best in the NBA. And once again, Case, it's about those two guys, Simmons and Embiid, to do their part to come back better than they were a year ago.
No doubt. And then, if by some reason we do end up getting the old crew back together, do we still have what it takes to get a nice bench together?
Yep, and that's what Brand has to figure out, man. He and that front office, how do they do it? They certainly have these young guys, but they need some veterans as well to come off the bench to spell some of these other players in some key minutes. We know it's going to be an 8-man rotation. Who are those veterans going to be? Case, good to hear from you as always, man. Thanks for calling in.
Great to listen to you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Casey Boy from Preston and Steve Show, my man.